Hi, everybody. Welcome to the new normal. I'm your host, Lisa Davis, aka Like Queen Lisa. Can you feel it in the air tonight? I think something big's happening, you guys. I'm pretty excited. So get your lawn chair, get your popcorn, make sure you're wearing something red to remember everyone deployed, and join us on happy hour right after this with my buddy Clint Westwood. Give us a like, share this video, and we'll see you on the other side. Hey there, Westwood. Can
Howdy.
you feel it in the air tonight?
I can feel it. Phil Collins said it best. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. I know, right?
There was a wild red
crazy
sky in China last night or this morning. I guess that was early this morning.
Red skies at night.
Yeah, so that's they're ahead of us, right? It's tomorrow today.
Yes. They're in the future. Litecoin price is $120 there right now.
Awesome.
So yeah, they're already seeing it. Yep. That's what I hear.
I looked up what is Litecoin on ChatGPT.
I saw that.
Just for fun. What do you mean you saw that?
Sorry, I didn't see that. Lisa's like, what?
What do you mean I saw that?
I did. I thought it was you that looked it up. Somebody looked it up. I saw well, maybe it wasn't you. Somebody looked it up and said, "What is Litecoin?"
Me publicly.
Huh?
Now you just sound guilty.
Anyway. No, somebody did look it up though. I did see that where the ChatGPT responded, and I thought it was you. Maybe not.
No, it wasn't me, but I did do it today.
Today. All right. This has been like 3 days ago.
Okay, let me show you. Oh, is it not doing that? Hold on.
I'm holding in a holding pattern.
Share screen.
I got customers calling me. Oh, see, it's so irritating. They wait until 4 o'clock on
Tell them that it is. Yeah, no.
I know. It's like you're gonna have to wait, bros.
Sorry, you're busy.
I am, kind of.
Oh.
Busy doing this and this. Sorry,
don't
have my full attention.
But we can do it again live.
Do it live. We're doing it live.
What is Litecoin?
Litecoin is a peer-to-peer electronic currency invented by Charlie.
Open source software project. Okay, Litecoin is a peer-to-peer cryptocurrency and open source software. Oh wait, hold on. Project that shares. No. That operates. Sorry, hold on. I got to put my glasses on for this. Litecoin is a peer-to-peer cryptocurrency and open source software project that operates under a MIT X11 license. It was created by Charlie Lee in 2011 as a fork of the Bitcoin Core client. Is that true? I don't know if that's accurate. Litecoin uses
I don't know if it was a fork. It was a copy.
It wasn't a fork. It's a copy.
Yeah, it was a tweak. The original is what it did.
We're going to have to give a thumbs down.
See, that thing doesn't know anything. That's why you can't let AI take over.
Okay. Litecoin uses a different hashing algorithm than Bitcoin called Script, which allows for block generation times and lower transaction fees. Litecoin often seen as a light version of Bitcoin with faster transaction processing times and lower market capitalization. It's also been used as a testbed for implementing new features that could eventually be added to Bitcoin. Well, part of it is true, but not a fork.
Just like everything else. Just like our politicians. Half-truths everywhere.
This isn't true.
Kind of get the truth, but not all the truth.
Feedback. No.
Oh, yeah, Blind Dave. Happy birthday to Blind Dave today. Man, I didn't post. Yeah. Sorry, Dave, I didn't.
Happy birthday, Dave.
Yes, happy birthday. Telling you now, Dave. Coming at you live.
Cheers.
Happy hour.
Okay, so if you say it was wrong, then it gives you another answer. Okay, it says
so self-correcting.
A peer-to-peer digital currency known as cryptocurrency that was created in 2011 by Charlie Lee, a former Google engineer. It's based on the Bitcoin protocol, but with several key differences. One main difference is it takes less. Is the time it takes to process a transaction. Litecoin transactions are typically processed 4 times faster than Bitcoin. Is that right? I think it's much faster than 4 times.
No, see, they're looking at the 4 times supply.
Yeah, the supply is not the times.
Right,
This
and they're looking at block times is what they're doing.
Like,
They're
new
saying
answer
block
is
times.
better, but not and then it goes into how many coins. Litecoin
Technically, it is 4
uses-
times faster because every block of Bitcoin comes out approximately every 10 minutes. Litecoin's every 2.5 minutes approximately, but that can vary.
Close to 4, I guess.
But
Litecoin also uses different hashing algorithm than Bitcoin. What Bitcoin uses SHA-256, Litecoin uses script, which is more difficult for specialized ASIC hardware to be used in mining, blah, blah, blah. Overall, Litecoin aims to provide a faster, cheaper, more accessible alternative to Bitcoin for everyday transactions, and is wildly
coyote
on various cryptocurrency exchanges and has a growing user base. I would say that new answer is better.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yes.
GPT fixes itself. It transitions. It's fluid.
No, I'm not going to do additional feedback. Okay. So there you go.
Yeah, let me help you for free.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Anyway, I thought that was cool. Interesting.
Yes. Elon's working on his own AI stuff, right? He's got his own program he's going to be working on.
Yeah. I don't know.
GPT type.
I think he is AI. So
well,
I don't believe he's a real human.
Well,
that's my latest conspiracy.
Born in a dumb.
Probably
there's a lot of dumbs out there. There's no shortage of dum-dums.
No shortage there.
No shortages of dum-dums.
This was pretty exciting too. Oh, where am I? I lost myself. So when we jumped on, I could feel it in the air. Like Trump was on speaking on the NRA live and saying, like, we're going to take back the White House. There's a thing, Governor Stitt, who I have so much respect for here in Oklahoma, says Oklahoma has never been in a better position to cut taxes, and we can do it responsibly. The time is now. There's great stuff happening in El Salvador. That whole thing's amazing. What they're doing with the innovation, and Johnny and I talked about it yesterday.
A magnet. They're becoming, that place or one of those places.
It's going to be huge for business, tech, innovation. And then this. Somebody was tweeting around and that people in Canada were having their Chase credit card balances deleted. I don't know if that's true.
I don't either. I mean, it was just a tweet somebody put out.
So if you are in Canada, comment below and let us know if your credit cards have been canceled by Chase. Because although
they might be canceled, but the debt's probably still there.
So what would happen in that case? The debt would just be sold to another bank.
Well, they'd still own it. They might just cancel the account. You know how they like lower your balance or credit limit? They might just say, well, you no longer have a credit limit. They could, you got $5,000 with a credit card debt and a $50,000 balance credit line. They might say, well, now you only got a $2,500 credit line. You get a $5,000 balance. What's that mean?
Well, that's not canceling debt.
No, it's not canceling debt. I'm just saying, if they're canceling debt, that's different, but they might be just canceling the card. I'm saying can't use it anymore. Withdrawing.
Oh, we should talk really fast because I Am For I Am is going back to the beginning and going to speed up and listen it 2 times to catch up.
Oh, man, that'd be really bad. Micro Machine, man.
I'm from the South and I talk really slow.
I don't know. Reverse that speech. We can talk in reverse speech. That'd be pretty funny. Then he's going to reverse it 2 times.
No. Did not know how to do that.
We'll slow it down a little bit for you, partner, so that you can keep up with us.
He doesn't have much to catch up on. That'll be good. Silver Jim says she's still getting credit card offers in the mail. So
yeah, I mean, they got to keep the system going, man. They got to keep the debt pumping. And, you know, I don't know how they're going to do it because wages are starting to fall. I mean,
I don't think it's going to be long. And so today is 14th, which would be a reversal of 4/1, which is April Fool's Day.
oh,
If you do like a, you know, if you think how the evil ones think, you know.
yes, they reverse mirror them.
Um,
Are you winking at me or you got something in
no,
your eye?
I'm sorry. I've got like the dogs have
Hard to
been,
see across the bar, you know. I think you're winking at me.
no, the puppies have been like playing in all the stuff outside. There's stuff falling from the trees, and then they play in it, and then I kiss them and hug on them, and then
they
I get
come in and they hack and throw up because
allergy
they got allergies.
Yeah, and then I get all this allergy stuff on my face. There was
that's just powder. That's just powder for your face.
Really
got
good
a little
stuff.
pollen on it.
That's not what. Oh, this was huge. Pimpy said, "If this is true, this is treason." That
isn't he resigning?
Is Millie resigning?
Isn't he the one resigning? One of them is.
He may be. If this is true, that he hid nuke codes from Trump, held secret calls with Chinese defense officials, then surrendered.
This came out already. This is just a rehash of news. He already admitted that, I think.
Oh, okay.
It was either him or one of the other generals. I think it was this clown that, you know, he said, well, you know, just to protect America, you know, I was doing back channels with China to let them know we're not going to nuke them.
That's true. I do remember those conversations.
Yeah, so now they're rehashing it and rolling it out again. See, they already gave you the information. It's already out. See, it's all a simulation.
Yeah.
And they're just rolling it out for the normies now in a different package so that they can, you know, it's more palatable. And anyway, but we've already heard it. It already happened. It's nothing new. So they just got to roll it out. Part of the script, play. Take the mask off. We would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you silly patriots.
We're living in a simulation, says Gutfield.
Yes, I know. I saw that. It's pretty funny.
I was like, are they going to tell everybody?
We're sending them to Mars. But
are they going
to sending them to Mars?
Yeah. So what this was talking about is they're going to, instead of actually sending people to Mars, they're going to put them in a simulation of going to Mars for a year.
You mean like the moon landing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly like the moon
landing. That makes sense then. Same old song and dance. Seen this movie.
Yeah. Same song, second verse. Yeah. Crazy. And there's all this noise about the 21-year-old who leaked all the classified documents. And I guess I was like,
come on, man.
That would be tragic.
Well, I mean, really, do you think he had all this top secret classified stuff? This one guy, it was just him. It's always a lone gunman.
I can tell you there's no possible way because one of my friends who had a very high clearance in the military explained to me the way they do this, the way the military does the clearance is you may have a really high clearance, but you only have it in one thing. And the higher the clearance you have in that one thing, the more siloed you are.
Yes.
And you don't know crap about anything else.
Right.
That's how they keep it safe.
Yep.
Not one person doesn't know a lot about everything, or you don't have this high clearance and that means you get to see everything. You have high clearance in one little silo in one tower. Yep. So it's such crap.
Well, and that's how you can get away with having them do bad things because, hey, you need to go on this mission. Well, you don't have all the information. You just know what you know. And you're like, okay, I'll do this. Well, then it turns out, well, we were actually funding those terrorists. And now
while you were there,
take them out, and we knew it over here, but you didn't know over here. And, those guys were innocent, but, you didn't know. You thought it was a bad guy. Yeah, so they compartmentalize you, and you don't know the whole picture. And so you're just following orders. That's why I got a problem with following orders. Just saying.
So one of my favorite letters in the alphabet, Daddy-O says was very active on this day in history. And I watch for like signs of stuff, all the time. and they had a big announcement on Sky. I think they use that Sky News Network, the Australian news channel, to send a lot of messages. And they put out this message that 23 Qantas planes came out of the desert today and have come back to, how did they say it? They're back on the field, or they're back
in service.
Something like that.
Something like that. They probably used
on the ground.
terminology.
On the ground. Oh, I can't remember the wording they use now. But anyway, it was just almost funny how like obvious it kind of is once you kind of start seeing some of that stuff. You've done a great job keeping up with the days of the week since Tuesday.
I know today is Saturday, and I'm good with that. So glad it's the weekend finally.
It is in New Zealand.
Yeah, it's Saturday in China. It's all good.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, I know. I say it, and I'm like, wait a minute. Did I say Monday? It's Tuesday, right? What's the date? What year is it? Where are we? Time? What? How many trillion times a second? What?
Nothing matters. Nothing matters. But you're going to be here next weekend.
Where's here? I don't know where I am.
Oklahoma City.
OKC.
So Friday night is the happy hour roadshow live at Oklahoma City. And then Saturday is the event Team ID for Mame, and we'll be accepting all donations for her. And you'll receive an NFT if you buy a ticket. If you can get there and just make any donation, I will probably just let you in the door, because I just really want as much help as I can for Mame.
Yes.
She's just a wonderful lady, and I want to get as much funds to her as we can. So I've got in the description of this video, there's a link where you can get a ticket. You can get there. If you get a ticket and you're unable to join us, I can send you a link to join the stream so you can watch the live stream, and you'll have access to the online auction. We've had some stuff donated by some great friends that are in the audience.
Talk about that. Stand by. I might have something. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Cool. I'm trying to see. Where did I go? Is Daddy-O's sending some stuff? I haven't received it yet, but last year, one of the items was this giant wooden American flag that he made. And my mom and Bix and a couple other people were like all bidding on it. And then finally Bix won the auction, and then he gave the flag to my mom. It was very sweet. Mm-hmm. And Silver Jim sent something last year that I think, who ended up with that? Oh, Paigey ended up with that. That big labradorite. I don't know, something like that.
Big stone. Paige got stoned.
Paige got stoned. Yeah, so, and Jim's bringing some stuff too. Some sports memorabilia, kind of like signed. He has
signed Yeti cups and all kinds of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Jim likes the Yetis. I like the Sasquatches. He likes the Yetis. I don't know,
Well, what do you have?
Yeah, I think what we'll do, I don't know, you tell me if you want to do this. I've got a copy of this. Well, a copy, anyway. Well, do you want to give this away, a signed one edition? We'll sign it.
Do that. That'll be fun.
We'll sign the big picture, and maybe we'll put the date on it, so it's like we'll know that's the only time you can get it. It's that day, and it's like the one of one, and that's it. You take that home with you. Look at that. Look at those Wild West crazies.
I know. Good Lord.
Wild Midwest.
You had me laughing so hard doing that.
We've got video footage of
that on-air sign behind you. Has your wife been to Hobby Lobby recently?
Yes. We are on air. Thank you for reminding me. So when somebody comes in there, they know. Shut up.
That's right.
We're on air right there. On air. Right. Yes. No, on air. It's like doing whippets. We're on air. Ooh. Craziness here on Happy Hour. Let me tell you.
Oh. Goodness. Yeah, and I know Tom's with his daughter. He sent me a hilarious picture. They're out tasting wine today. And
a couple of winos. Happy hour winos.
Purchased a reading with Moonstone for this year. I'm sorry. That's right, Jim. Thank you for reminding me. Yes. He's going to be donating a reading with Jenny Moonstone, and which is
that
cool.
ain't cheap.
That would be a cool thing to auction off. Yeah,
that's a good deal.
Yeah,
she'll read your
right.
Take the cards and tell your future. Okay.
Thank you so much, Daddy.
That's awesome.
Says the stuff he's shipped to us will be here Wednesday, so that's perfect. I'll be able to get that loaded for the.
Hope you didn't use the postal service. It might not get there, Daddy-O.
I don't know. I think our postal service is going to be our bank again.
Oh, it may be.
I think that's what we're going to go back to. That was one of the stories. Well, I don't know how much that part ties into it, but the Vatican, there was a thing there for a while where they're returning a lot of people's property that they've come into possession of over the years. And
you mean like artwork during and after World War II? Wonder where that came from.
Sacred items, there's things like that that were, for indigenous people. What those kind of things.
Yeah, all kinds
this
of
is really
teeth.
Interesting to me, though. It says the Vatican acknowledged in a statement from its culture and human development departments that papal documents from the 15th century were used by colonial powers to give legitimacy to their actions, to include slavery. And so they're repealing this or repudiating. Vatican repudiates this colonial era doctrine of discovery. I think this is kind of a big deal. And they use this to justify European conquest of Africa and the Americas. And so they're saying now that it was wrong of them to do that.
Never mind what we did to them during the time that happened. It's fine. Forgive us. Well, I'll tell you what, you need to come here and confess in a booth. And I'm going to lock you in it. I might not let you out, but you're going to confess.
I think that's pretty huge, though.
It is huge. They should admit
it. Says that this historical research clearly demonstrates that the papal documents in question, written in specific historical period and linked to political questions, have never been considered expressions of the Catholic faith.
Well, but somebody did it.
They were manipulated for political purposes by competing colonial powers in order to justify immoral acts against indigenous peoples that were carried out at times without opposition from ecclesiastical authorities.
We just got out of the way.
Well, so that's the other thing. To stay on this topic, but this does go to, there's a big call for, or there was a conversation I had with some people, a big call for pastors and priests, or people of religion to stop standing down and not talking about politics. Back in the olden days, that was the place where a pastor would shepherd or educate their people about what the current events were and give biblical guidance of this is happening, or this issue, or this political person's running and this is what's biblical, or they're not, or whatever, and would give some guidance. Leadership would pastor the people. And instead now they're also worried about their giving and their building funds and who's got the most butts in the seats, that they've all become lukewarm, which
not a good thing. Not a good thing.
Yeah.
Take a stand.
So I think that's really interesting. So
well, they had that, that whole thing, and I can't document it and tell you exactly what, but anyway, in the last couple of decades, there was that. I think it's even in the guidance from the 3-letter taxing agency that we have, that's out of Puerto Rico and not really legit, but it
right.
They say in there, I think for churches, you're not supposed to become political. Well, they might revoke your 501c3. Why would you get one in the first place?
That's
but
strange.
I'm just saying. Yeah, you look that up. They discourage that, and I don't know. You might lose your tax exempt status. I think if you become too political as a church, according to that agency. Yeah,
That's weird.
but isn't that above the state? First, I don't know.
Yeah, who's who and who's giving these permission to free men? You know,
Is it a security or a commodity? Depends who you ask.
Or should you be asking what's the other
Chat GPT will tell us. Ask it. You know, I'd rather ask the magic 8-ball works much better. Trust me.
It might.
I don't know where my magic 8-ball is. I need to get another one to help me track down the first one. I don't know where it's at.
Did you lose your magic 8-ball?
Lost my magic 8-ball somewhere. I don't know. Got to get another one.
Oh Lord.
I know.
What shall we do?
We should get a shirt that says, I'll be right. What is it? Let me overthink it. What's that shirt saying?
I don't know what I sent you.
What
when you said that, I was like, did I send that to him?
Yeah. What was the shirt?
Oh.
It says, just hang on while I overthink this.
Hang on while I overthink this.
Just wait a while while I'm overthinking this. Something like that.
Because I'm famous for overthinking things.
I'm with you. I'm right there with you.
Because I have to which it annoys some people.
Yeah, it's just forget it. I'm just not doing it unless I
had a friend say it in a very nice way yesterday, how I could contribute. And he said, well, you're good at challenging things.
Yes, true.
He said, so why don't you go through this and challenge it? Find some challenges for us. And I was like, fair.
Oh, I'll find some things. That's for sure.
Yeah. But when I push back, I'm looking for, especially if I'm doing it in a space with people I love or something I'm passionate about. I'm pushing with the people that I love and trust, because I know the world does not love and trust us. And so I want to know all the answers to the questions in here, because when we go out in the world, they are going to attack us. Yeah.
Shirt's all messed up. I don't know what's going on. It's all crooked. I'm lopsided today. It's bothering me.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. It's
all the mowing.
Yeah, it's all this information that wants to spill out, and I just can't. I don't know where to begin.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to start. I'm finishing my Jack Daniels today. I'm not buying anymore. I told you that. I'm not buying any more of the Jack Daniels. This is it. Once it's gone, it's gone.
I have something I want to show you. Did I shared it in the chat, I think.
Okay, the chat.
And I maybe I shouldn't share this.
Well, what is it?
This guy, his name is Dylan, and he looks like a boy version of that.
His name's Dylan?
And his name.
Well, that's the guy's name, Dylan, or it's whatever. The Pretender.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
That's all a big scam. I mean, seriously, if you're on hormone replacement therapy for a year, dude, come on.
Hold on.
You're just gaming the whole thing. Which reminds me of a story, actually.
Tell the story while I look.
Tell the story? All right. So
yeah.
I got this friend I grew up with. His name's Chris, and we ran around a lot, and we used to drink a lot of Jack Daniels and Bud Light. That was kind of our go-tos. It depends on what kind of, you want to get ripped up, you drink Jack Daniels, and if you're just going whatever, you grab a case of Bud Light and slam it. And anyway, but he used to make radios. I mean, like little, those little radios. You ever see those little things like pocket radios? He didn't make them. He used to fix them. Side note, but he used to fix these radios. Take them up. Yeah, these little radios. Able to dial that turns. Oh, what you call the antennas, old school stuff. Mm-hmm. So he'd fix those things, and he had his house was filled with radio parts. It's just weird stuff, like radios everywhere, and did all this stuff. But anyway, back to the Jack Daniels and Bud Light. So we're pretty good friends. I mean, we grew up together. He's about my age, like a year younger, and I don't even know where to begin with this. I shouldn't even make this a long story. But anyway.
But I'm going to. Let me overthink this.
I don't. Thank you. See, it all comes together if you just wait. Yeah. It all makes sense. All the
I'm with you.
Man, all the ties come in. But And so we ran around a lot. He was basically at one point, he's kind of like a brother I never had. I just got a sister. I don't have any brothers. So he's kind of like my brother, So anyway, so last year, I remember the date. It was October 11th. It was National Coming Out Day. I just remember that because the 11th of October is National Coming Out Day. He says to me that I'm gonna flip the switch. I'm like, what do you mean? He says, I'm gonna switch my ride. And I said, what do you mean you're going to switch your ride? What are you talking about? He says, well, I want to become a girl. And I'm like, you want to become a girl? So this is my brother, Chris, that used to work on all these radios and all this stuff. And now Chris, who worked on radios, is my trans sister.
Oh, stop.
Get it? Radio, Chris, trans sister?
No, that's
my trans sister. Used to be my brother. Anyway. I got to work on that one. I just thought about that today. I heard the word trans sister. I thought, I got to do something with that. So.
No.
Done. So did you get to the point that you were going to get to?
No.
Does everybody need a drink? Get a drink. What you drinking, Lisa?
I just changed my mind.
See, just like Chris. Just changed your mind. You're going to decide to become something new. You're going to turn the dial, different frequency.
Oh, goodness. No.
Bring on the radio analogies now.
Speaking of frequencies,
on a Mexican
join
radio.
us in our. Oh, is my book not in here? I think it's on by my bed. Oh man. For Becoming Supernatural by Joe Dispenza. We're doing a book study with me, Amy, where Paigey. I should probably not call her that all the time, but she's so cute. I love calling her Paigey.
I tell you, she's got the Leanne Rimes thing going on. Look at her face.
She's adorable, yes.
I saw Leanne Rimes, and she was skateboarding, at the Peoria Civic Center when the rodeo was coming. She showed up, and she was at the rodeo for whatever reason, or at a concert right then when she's like 14 years old.
Did some news come out about Prickster recently?
Oh, probably. They're all.
I thought that some news about him and the banks and his buddy on the little island came out.
Well, his brother.
Wasn't he on the list?
No, his cousin. His cousin was on the list. But see, they're all like multi-billionaires if you look them up, the Hyatt hotels. And they're all. Sister used to be in the cabinet for Obama or something, or campaign director. Yeah, it's all.
I heard Obama's moving to Kenya. I'm serious. I'm dead serious.
And you know why, right? Isn't it something to do with extradition laws?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, he's going to reclaim his birthright and say, I'm not a citizen.
Birthright.
You can't deport me. You can't try me.
Would that be the motivation?
Probably. I mean, no extradition, maybe. Who knows? Whatever. Probably already gone.
Due to Big Mike over there. Strange.
When there's a bounty out, you know that, right? To see a picture of Michelle Obama pregnant. People are paying a lot of money to see an actual picture of her pregnant. Nobody can find it.
Oh, no. Because, yeah.
Because
men can't have
fill in the blank. No, you don't know. This is the new reality. We can be anything we want and do anything we want and label ourselves any way we want and everything's okay.
No, do you know the most
manifest the baby into the womb that you don't have?
No, they came out with these poop babies.
Come on.
Poop babies? Yes, and they said so trans women can experience the joy of birth. And I was like, that is not the same thing.
I admire women. I really do. I have a great respect for women because what you go through in pregnancy is we ain't got to do anything like that.
Yeah.
Nothing.
You guys just get the fun part.
Every time. See you in about 12 months.
Yeah.
Give it a little time. Yeah, that's I don't know. Nothing we can go through it's
wild.
Like that.
It's quite an experience.
We complain about Bud Light's got a Tran can now.
But I mean, being a woman that's carried 2 children,
we never get to experience that feeling.
You do forget about the pain, but I do remember the feeling of my children like inside my body and how incredible it is to be, growing a baby. I think it's pretty wonderful, pretty amazing. And
well, we have to fight for women's reproductive rights, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, that's been turned on its head, meaning something else.
Yes.
What do you think about the Supreme Court?
Oh, they just deleted. That was the other thing I tweeted about. I was like, okay, well, Uncle Cliff said this is the only thing supporting the or backing the U.S. dollar other than the military. Reggie says the military
Well,
is
but the
really what it
military
comes down
anymore,
to,
I
which
mean,
he's right. But
really not using it.
But as far as the value of the U.S. dollar, like it just slipped and fell off a cliff because the Supreme Court just supposedly passed that crazy. No child has been named Karen since November of 2019.
Can you imagine? I feel bad. I mean, because I know
do
it's
too.
parents, and I'm like, oh man,
That's not.
you wrecked my name. You got to go by something else. I go by K. Just call me K.
I just can't imagine being named Brandon right now.
I know.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, it's just, especially since the new mayor of Chicago is named Brandon and is worse than Lori Lightfoot. Lightfoot, what a name.
Yeah. This is one thing. If you're interested in a four-wheeler thing, whatever this is, my friend Major Ed, who came to our event last year and helped us get connected with Warriors for Freedom last year, he is the beneficiary of this Bearded Vet golf cart giveaway.
That's a heck of a golf cart.
Yeah, so please go support that and, I don't know, help them out, at least retweet it and get it out there. I would appreciate that. Yeah, here we go. Oh, no, that's the credit firm getting in trouble. Here's the Supreme Court. The only thing backing the USD just fell, which I say the only thing. Reggie disagrees with me, but.
So what are they saying the only thing is?
I say the Supreme Court allows $6 billion in student loan, which that's not that much, I guess.
Chump change.
$6 billion in student loan debt forgiveness. That's really not that much.
It's probably, you got a last name Biden or Obama or, friends of the above. I mean, probably got that. $6 billion is not that much because what is it? It's over $1 trillion, I think, in student loan debt that the government claims as an asset.
Well, what's our debt? 22 trillion?
Yeah, again, chump change. It's more than that. It's like 26 or 7 or 30. I don't even know. And then if you take the unfunded liabilities like Social Security, Medicare, all that stuff, it's like over 50 trillion. That we'll never have. Well, they will. They'll create it out of nothing, therefore creating inflation in the monetary supply, therefore leading to price inflation, and everything costs more, except Bud Light and Jack Daniels, because you can probably get those on the cheap.
That's what counts.
You'll see an opportunity. There might be an opportunity there.
Might be an opportunity there. Here, Stitt is trending again. Look at that. Way to go, Oklahoma.
Okies.
That's our governor's name, Governor Stitt.
Stitt.
And he went to OSU. He's a cowboy.
Put the Stitt in Stitch.
Go Pokes. And Prize Pick Millions. Why would that be? Oh, that's a promoted.
Hey, we got to talk about who's coming to Oklahoma City besides me, of course.
It's pretty exciting. You're coming to Oklahoma City.
Yeah, I'm going to make the trek.
You got the Digibug all jazzed up.
I got the Digibug ready to go. I don't have air conditioning in it yet, though. I thought about, I'm like,
you don't have air conditioning still.
I'll worry about it later. I'll turn the windows down. Anyway. No, I don't have air yet.
Oh, you're so hard-headed about that.
Because the thing is, I'll take it, and then I don't know how long I can't be without it. I need it. It's a crutch. I don't want to get rid of it too long and have it done, and I don't want to do it myself. I just don't want to do it. So it runs. It's fine. I'll take it to Oklahoma City. Windows down.
All right. Windows down.
Top open.
Hair blowing in the breeze.
Oh, that hair. It's just going to be.
Westwood will be ready to go. Ready to rock when he gets here.
I will. I'll be ready to drink.
Nana's coming. She's driving from Arkansas. She'll be traveling in her badass Nanamobile. That's what the grandkids call it. It's one of the Subarus that we jacked up and did all this stuff to when I was driving Subarus. And so she got one of them. It looks like it's like green with blacked out wheels, and it has like a roof rack and lights and big aggressive tires, and
I should meet
lifted it.
her. I should meet her in Arkansas. You know, that way I don't have to drive the whole way, and you strap me on the roof.
Oh God, that'd be wonderful if you would ride with her.
I should consider that, actually.
If you want to. But no, you can't.
Oh.
Because she can't stay as long as you can stay.
Okay. Well, how long can I stay? I don't even know. How long you got me booked for?
Well,
Did you talk to my agent?
I need to talk to your agent. I'll call your agent later.
All right. Let them,
or tomorrow.
let my people
I'll call
know
your agent tomorrow.
what's going on. You know?
Yeah, I'll ask her.
Mm-hmm.
And see how long you can stay.
As it won't be a he, because I'm surrounded by women. Female energy everywhere.
Yes, they rule your life.
Pretty much.
That's okay. But it works. It works out well for you. And then Johnny's coming.
Yes, Johnny Lit Litecoin.
Yes,
I'm gonna get Johnny Lit. Johnny Litcoin. Litcoin, Lisa, and Johnny Litcoin. We're gonna light it up.
I'm not sure if Pimpy's coming. He told me I can come on his show and promote the event.
Well, that's good. That's more than some people would let you do.
Yeah, and I'm going to be on Litecoin Underground tomorrow.
Tomorrow? He just reached out to me today. You know, what time are you going on? Because you probably took my time slot. Don't say noon.
At 10 a.m.
Oh, okay.
Because we have an appointment.
You can warm him up. Then I'll say noon.
This week?
I haven't given him a response yet. He asked, hey, I'm free this weekend. I'll say 10 a.m. How's 10 a.m.? That's what I'm going to say. See what he says.
And then see if he messages me and tries to get me to move.
I can do it at 10. That's it.
Oh, I don't care. I'll move for you.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to get up that early. Well, I'll be up, but I don't want to be functional that early.
You don't want to put your makeup on that early.
Yeah, that's true. I got to put my mask on.
You got to put your makeup on. Got to get your mask on. All the things.
Yeah, I could be president.
There has been tons of noise around about we're in a movie. This is a simulation, like in the normie world, in news.
Who else is coming though? We got to talk.
Oh, who else is coming?
Potentially,
Bitcoin Ben is coming.
Bitcoin Ben, the one and only.
He and Kelly are the champions of 2023 for Team Mighty. We got their award the other day. I'm so excited to give it to them. And if you have a quick story, want to give a shout out, say thank you. If Ben and Kelly have touched your life, I'm trying to put together like a little montage thing for them. Just to show appreciation for what he's done for the community and their generous hearts. You can email me at Litecoin, all spelled out LITECOIN, Lisa 2, the number 2 at gmail.com. Send me just 60 seconds or less because we're trying to put a bunch in there and we're going to play them real quick and make him cry.
Well, that shouldn't be too hard.
That shouldn't be too hard. But just want to show our appreciation, let him know how much we love him, and
puts a lot of spirit and energy into it, and he's just,
and how much we appreciate their generosity. Yeah, Ben and Kelly have been amazing.
Good people.
And they've helped so many of us get going, get started. You know,
a lot of things happen behind the scenes you don't know about.
Oh, I can't even imagine. Yeah, I know when I'm with him, the number of things that happen where I'm like, he's quietly doing kind things that nobody knows about.
Big things. So no, it's cool. No, that's awesome that you're honoring him and Kelly.
Yeah,
good people.
They're wonderful.
Love to give Kelly big hugs.
Yeah, I wish she was coming. She has to work.
She's not going to make it.
But Ben will be here. You can hug him
a big hug. I know. I got to
carry one back to her.
Reach up. He's like so big, tall.
Yeah, he is big. And then, of course, the Road to Ruta crew will be here. We've got
the whole crew.
Yep, the whole crew. All 4. We've got Bix Weir or Wix Beer.
Might have heard of him.
Might have heard of him. He's kind of famous, kind of a big deal. And his beautiful bride, Amy Weir, my dear friend. And then Paigey and Josh from the Pebbleton Post are coming. And they're going to do some tech support for me and help out with the event as well. So I'm really excited about that. Having their help, they're a big help. And I've got some friends in the chat that are coming that I don't want to say that they're coming if they haven't given me permission to say that they're coming. So
we know they want to be there, and they're probably going to be there, and we're not going to say anything else.
Yes, but we can't wait to see everybody and bring more friends, invite people, tell people, share the post and the videos, and get more people to come to Oklahoma City, because so on Friday night, we're going to be doing the show and talking about freedom and crypto and silver, because my guess is silver is going to pop before then.
$30 is the level. Once it breaks over that,
the 420 thing is going to be the joke. You know how they were doing like all the boy jokes, the locker room jokes, remember the Suez Canal thing?
No, don't remember. You got to tell me.
When Evergreen got stuck, and then they showed the map.
And it's tipping over
of the pathway of Evergreen, and it basically like drew a penis on the board.
It was like this on the map. Like what? Why did it choose that route or that canal?
And then think of the other like locker room jokes, like Nadler pooping his pants when he goes sideways or whatever.
He shuffles off the freaking
Remember that?
Yes.
It's like everybody's forgotten some of this stuff.
I remember.
What are some of the other locker room jokes?
Oh my God. Oh, the Swalwell tooting on camera.
Swalwell farting.
Wasn't me. Wasn't me.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like, what a bunch of clowns.
Yes.
These are the people that we're paying how much money a year? And well, we're paying them that on the surface, but meanwhile, we find out that there's all this grifting going on right now in this Eastern European country that used to be part of Russia, the breadbasket of Europe or Russia.
Yeah.
Well, Pentagon and Inspector General
Leonardo DiCaprio,
he's testifying and rolling over on people.
Yeah, and told about what was it, 30 million or something from China went to someone that we know.
And the Chinese banks are saying, "Oh, you need information and records? Here you go."
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it goes back to, I remember the visuals of the whole thing. Remember when Trump was walking in front of the Queen and just accidentally just kind of meanders in front of her, and she's got to stop and like shuffle, and this old lady, he's not even paying attention to her. He's just walking along like, almost bumps into him. You don't do that. It's not.
Remember him being presented with the sword in Saudi Arabia and dancing, or was it Persia? Saudi Arabia.
Well, Persia's an empire that's no longer, but it's an area.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it was Saudi Arabia.
So it was Saudi Arabia.
But remember China.
He's like king of the world or whatever.
Yeah, and I remember China specifically. He goes over to China and he goes into the Forbidden City. No one's, hardly anybody gets to go in there. But Xi Jinping, they're laughing and smiling and takes him into the.
Went into
Forbidden City. All these deals are already made.
North Korea.
Think of North Korea. Everybody forgets about North Korea. Rocket Man standing there on the DMZ line and crossing over together. I mean. These are big symbolic things that I remember, as part of the movie that are like etched in my mind, these big image events. And now you've got China giving over information on the Bidens. And you think, what are the teams and how are they really playing out? We're told by all the press
that they're our enemy.
China's terrible. And then I just watched a general on, I think it was, what's her name? The Bitcoin girl. What's her name?
That one.
What's her name?
Miss Teen Crypto.
No, she's awesome.
Natalie Brunell.
Yes, she just had an interview with a
She had another interview with
colonel.
Whitney Webb.
Yes, that, and then there was a colonel, I think.
I didn't see the colonel interview.
Yes, and I think it was her interviewing. But he just laid it out. He said, listen, what they're saying about China, they're saying that, it's the CCP and all this communism. He says, the Chinese like money. They want money, and they're more capitalistic than we are right now.
So they just printed or released some ungodly amount of maybe you can explain this to me. Did I share it?
That's a good interview because he kind of lays it out, what's really going on. And it's whatever you're seeing in the mainstream, all these neocon shills, these rhinos that are, let's bomb China, let's bomb Ukraine, Russia, all this stuff. And then you start looking at what Trump did and who he was meeting with, and you think, okay, is there an alliance behind the scenes that we don't know about? That's kind of my thinking on this whole thing. I could be wrong, but just given what's happening right now, how it's unfolding, I think deals were already made, and now it's being set in motion, and they're playing the cards, the Trump cards.
The Trump cards are being played. Feinstein, there is retiring early.
McConnell, he ain't coming back.
McConnell.
Fell down. What? Didn't see that coming, did we? No. He goes into a hotel and falls down the steps.
I did have my state representative responded to me on Twitter, which I would really appreciated. Thank you, Stephanie Bice. I said, hey, Stephanie Bice, I want you to represent me by voting no and protect my God-given rights on the Restrict Act. And she responded and said, it will never make it past the House. It's that bad. I said, great news. Thanks for responding.
Yeah, so, the House, everything that they're doing, I just don't see it happening. And now I'm starting to see what the Senate is. Senate, Ron Johnson, he's the one that got from Wisconsin, I think, was the one that said that, hey, the Chinese, they gave us all the information we need. And so you're seeing the investigations, the can of worms being opened in the House, but also the Senate, which is, democratically controlled. Parties really don't matter, but it's just that you're seeing it on both sides to where I think they're going to get pushed to a point to where it's like, we got to do something with this Biden character and this whole family, this crime family. Nobody talks about James Biden. Go look into him. There's a deal maker behind the scenes. It's really, off the radar. But
Uncle Jimmy, is he really the big guy?
He could be. He really could be. That seems like
always the ones they don't talk about,
Exactly right. You got front men, and then you got the guys actually calling the shots that you never get to meet. They're come in the back room and talk.
Also, Trudeau's entire foundation board resigned because they found out about a donation from the CCP.
I'll be darned. Darn. And see, it's almost like they use the CCP as the bad guy front. You know what I mean?
Well, I think the CCP
it incriminates people.
Is different than China.
I think so. It's just like
I think it's like the deep state versus America.
Yep, that's exactly it. And there's patriots within it, and there's factions, and you're seeing the factions, come to the surface now.
That's what I think.
Yeah, you're seeing them fight in public, and that's why it's like, wait a minute, China's all communist, right? Well, America is all capitalistic, right? Well, they're all about. So you've got all these factions that are kind of coming to the surface now, and you're seeing the battle play out in public, whereas it used to be behind the scenes.
Yes. What Israel have to do in Africa Union?
Jamie Foxx, did you see that? He had a medical emergency. He had to go.
No.
Yeah, medical emergency, they said. And then later it comes out, I don't know how true it is, but, one of the papers reported that it was a sudden stroke. This guy's in good shape. He's not that old. Makes you wonder. Go back and look at any ads. Was he promoting something that, never know.
What was I looking for? I forgot what I was looking for.
And then the C-19 thing was lifted on April 10th. He signed it, quietly that, we're no longer in a health emergency or whatever it is. All that
I heard about that, but then I heard
they never reported
it was supposed to extend to the 11th of May, but then it was relieved or early. Everybody's getting early retirement, even C-19 gets early retirement.
Yeah, I think you get retired. You get a buyout.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
You see all these things that they put up to control. Just imagine, Trump wasn't supposed to win. They never planned on that. And it really upset the apple cart because they had this plan, Hillary, 8 years, all the damage that's going to be done, all the lockdowns, the CBDC, social credit scores, all this stuff. And then Trump ramps it up and says, all right, let's get it all out there. Let's push it all out right now. So you got to show your hand. And that's more than anything what he was really good at. He forced people to show their hands. He called them out on it and made them reveal what they had to do. They had to react. They had to use their firepower. They had to use their ammunition. And right now, I think they might be out of ammunition, just like Ukraine. There's just nothing left.
What'd they do with all that we sent them and all the money we sent them?
Did you see the Pentagon's looking into it with their investigator? What do they call it? They're saying that and the CIA even comes out and says, yeah, we know that Zelensky's and his top people have pilfered at least $400 million from the money and used it for things. And they were buying diesel fuel from Russia. The Ukrainians.
With the U.S. dollars.
Yes, with
with
US
our
dollars.
pension funds for
Right.
our for
And
our
see, so all this corruption
public
is out there,
employees.
but you're not going to see it on Fox News or MSNBC. I mean, you know,
You only see it here on Happy Hour.
you'll see it on Happy Hour, but yeah, it's all out there. You just go look at it,
Yeah.
and you got to get on Twitter. I mean, that's the one good thing. I mean, there's a lot of information that's come out on
Yeah.
Twitter since it's
And
changed
Westwood
hands.
hates that I tweet so much, but he loves
I love the
I
juice.
tweet.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good tweets.
There really are. They're going to start monetizing too. Twitter, Elon came out with something to where you're going to get 100% of the monetization for the first year. I think they're not going to take any of. Yeah, it was something crazy to where, and you're going to have hour-long videos that you can do. I'm thinking, I'm going to start, posting on Twitter all the stuff, what I do on YouTube.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things going on right now that are just letting it spill out, and you got to make your own decisions. You got to trust yourself. You got to trust
Joe
yourself.
Rogan did speaking of plastic straws, Joe Rogan did an interview or a podcast, and he said that like after this study came out that like 2 rivers in Asia and maybe Asia and somewhere
Africa was the big one.
% of the pollution in the world.
Yeah, it's not the U.S.
It wouldn't matter how many. Our plastic straws don't put a dent in it.
Nope.
Speaking of plastic straws.
Nope. And if you really look into it, you look at the commercial fishing industry, all the netting and all the supplies that just drop in the sea. A lot of that waste that's floating around out there in the Pacific is because of that. Because they're just like, drop it in the ocean. Okay. Not plastic straws. Trust me.
Not plastic straws.
Go watch Seaspiracy. It's a documentary that'll going to show you that.
Why would this cat turd be on Elon's? I searched Elon and then cat turd came up.
Probably because he got a lot of hits on something he was talking to Elon about.
Oh, because he was talking about Elon.
Yeah. He's got a big audience, Cat Turd.
Oh, yeah.
Follow Cat Turd 2, I think it is.
Cat Turd 2, yeah.
Yep. Good stuff. Truth is out there. X-Files told us that. The X.
There's a lot of X stuff coming out too.
X.
In fact, Elon tweeted X the other day.
Just I said it.
And then everybody went nuts. But that has to do with the space satellite system, right? So that could be leaning to or hinting around about a lot of his tweets lately could be hinting around about us having some blackout effect, and then SpaceX or Starlink, whatever it's called, being the backup for everyone.
That could be. I mean, it's
take down the old system that was putting gates and fences in. Like right now, we don't really see all of the internet and all that. We're very restricted. We just don't even know it.
Right, because that's the thing. If you want to find information on the internet, what do? You search it up, and then people used to Google it, and so
search it up.
When you have those platforms, those search engines, I remember when Google first went public, like, who the frick is what is this gonna do? I mean, who cares? But then now look at it. But what they do, they control the flow of information, and with advertising, they put you at the top of the list, or they can bury the information. And so there's all this information out there on all these servers. Well, what happens if they don't let you have access to those servers by not telling you that they exist? All the information's there, but they just say, we're going to show you this top 10% and that's it. So anytime you do a search in a search engine, it's filtering the possible results. So there's ways around that with Tor browsers and, the dark web. It's just dark web because they want to make it sound bad. It's like Bitcoin. Yeah. Bitcoin's bad. It's dark. Yeah. It's, it's the same thing. It's just, but it's all out there. You just got to know how to access it.
They're saying that they've recovered all these assets that were involved in the FTX thing. And it's like, well, what do you mean they've recovered them? How is that even possible? It wouldn't be possible without using cryptocurrency. If you were in a traditional banking system, there's no way, because they can hide too much. And I think that's what's going to be their downfall, is they wanted to put us in a digital system because they thought they could control us with the digital system, but then cryptocurrency came along and the transparency exposes the bad guys. Most most normal people are good and doing good things
Yeah,
and
they're just like,
honest
hey,
and
I just
whatever. We're not,
got to get through
you
the
know,
day.
yeah, we're not taking bribes and doing crooked things like these bad people are, creating derivatives and all those kind of things, you know?
Just make something up and say, well, these 100 houses, we're going to take a slice of the value of it and put it in this packaged product and sell it. And when it really has, that's the crazy thing. I mean, you think of all these derivatives, you're invested in housing, but it's like buying a silver contract that there's no silver to back it up. It's just like a paper traded instrument that it really has nothing that you can. It's like the Federal Reserve note. You can't take it into a bank and get silver or gold for it, but you use it. What? There's nothing to back it up. It's just like, I'm just trading it for what?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they've done. They've just made this artificial simulation that we're all playing. It's like we're playing Roblox or we're playing Sims and, we're doing all this stuff that's not real. It's not backed by anything.
Here's this is the one you were talking about. I think that Elon is working on something that will rival Chat GPT.
Yeah. Yep. I think he was an original investor in Chat GPT. I could be wrong on that. So
I'm sure whatever made him was an original investor.
Yeah, right. Well, you think about payment systems, PayPal. I mean, and then there's talk that he's going to, there's rumors flying around. I don't know how much detail there is to it that, he's going to use, allow you to have a crypto wallet or something on the platform.
Yeah. No, he was talking about payments the other day, which they already have Stripe associated with it. Because I used to be able to get tips, which I think I got one time.
Yeah.
On Twitter. But
imagine if you had a Twitter account and you had to have a private seed phrase, and that would protect it, and then you could actually have a wallet associated with that nobody else knows, and you could trade with that. I mean, you get 45 million users or something. I don't know what it is.
With your handle.
Yeah, I mean, right.
Good.
I mean, all that stuff. It's like DNS and IPs, to where it's like, hey, send Clint Westwood, send Litecoin Lisa this, and it shows up. It was like they were doing with Twitter had that.
So
what was that one thing? Can't think of
it. Like Strike.
Well, no, it was something else to where you could send it via Twitter. Tip somebody, and then they just shut down. No, it's something different. Charlie G knows what it is. I can't think what it's called. Where you can tip somebody if they retweet.
Oh. Like a tip bot?
Yeah, what was it called though? I can't remember.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, but anyway, that shut down.
CoinKit?
CoinKit, I think it was. Yeah, CoinKit. Yeah. And so you could have something like that. He knows that. He was right behind PayPal with Peter Thiel.
Oh God.
Speaking of
that vampire,
October 11th,
disgusting animal.
Coming out day.
He is disgusting.
I mean, but again, Lisa, there's good guys and bad guys. They're used for different purposes, and to keep your enemies close, and then your friends and that kind of stuff. I mean, we just don't know. We're in that like 10D chess situation now, and that's why when it all spills out,
when they say they want to inject themselves with young people's blood, I know.
Yeah, well,
bad dude.
Yeah, definitely. When you're
Peter Thiel.
I talk about vampires. There's a reason I talk about vampires.
But back to Elon and the possible wallet stuff and all that. Mahlers, who is the owner of Stripe, right? Or what?
Strike, like strike.
Strike.
Like Bitcoin strikeout.
And that was what has been kind of set up with Twitter as the wallet, and he's former owner of Twitter or whatever. Are involved with Twitter. He just got a license in El Salvador.
Okay.
New tech and innovation license in El Salvador, because they're passing that new law. Bukele is passing it, and it kicks in like 30 days after it's posted in this Gazette or whatever. Then it kicks in, and there's like no taxes, no property taxes, no capital gains taxes. There's things for funding for new tech and innovation, all this. And so they're posting all these, hey, so-and-so got a banking license with us in El Salvador. So-and-so got a banking license. It's called E4. Jack Mahler's project. E4. It's a Jack Mahler's E4. Got a license for innovation and tech to operate in El Salvador. So anyway.
Yeah, so I mean, states are doing this, and that's the whole thing. The government is way behind. The national government is way behind. Washington D.C. is way behind. The states are going to have their own stuff in place. I mean, they're going to say, you know what? No, we're not going along with this. Yeah, we'll allow you to trade in cryptocurrencies, and it's just like, what's the national government going to do? I mean, how are they going to stop that stuff? I mean, it's just I don't know what they can do to stop it. What are they going to do? Send troops in? And invade the whole rogue states, that have decided that they're going to protect their money and people and energy. I
don't know. I think it's very interesting.
They have no control over it, is what it comes down to.
So taxes were moved to the 18th to be due this year?
It's due the 18th because tomorrow's what, the 15th?
Tomorrow's
16th,
the
17th. Why Tuesday?
Why
wouldn't it be Monday?
What's
wrong why give
Monday?
It an extra day?
Why not the 17th?
So the 18th instead of the 17th, huh?
Why would they do that? I wonder if something big's going to happen on the 17th. That's weird.
I had an ex-girlfriend. Her birthday's on the 17th. I remember that.
Don't say that. You're going to get in so much trouble.
What? I remember that. I don't even remember my own birthday. I remember hers. I don't know why. It's one of those things. Sticks in your head. I know. Hey, it's happy hour. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm
okay.
Some guy drinking in the middle of the cornfield. Couple of dogs here chewing on bones and
drunk bar talk. It's crazy.
You never know what's going to come out of my mouth. That's why you got to come to Oklahoma City, because you never know what Westwood's going to say live. Especially
when we turn off the camera.
Not on
live
camera.
And the camera's off.
You just don't know what's going to happen then. Woo.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I have cigars.
It's so much fun. So much fun. I can't wait to see everybody. Hope you can make it. Send me those videos to say thanks or give a shout out. Tell them you love them. litecoinlisa2@gmail.com. And I would really
if I send it to litecoinlisa1, what happens?
I won't get it. I'll never see it. It won't happen. Anyway, being drunk in a bar is still admissibly family court. That's hilarious.
It's a virtual bar, though.
All kinds of weird rules in this world. Yeah.
What state, Daddy-O? Because I'm in the state of insanity. I'm just saying,
Yeah, I don't know. He lives in what flag is that? He lives in South Carolina.
South Carolina.
I love
South Carolina. They got the flag up there.
Got some fat lotta.
Yeah, we got the flag on the wall there.
Mark, happy hour event. We will open the doors at 3. Let me see.
3:11.
Opening the doors at 3. Let me share this tab instead.
Come early. Drink before the show starts. Makes it more fun.
Yeah, and I have the whole place. So we have the whole restaurant and bar to ourselves.
Does Bruce like cigars? He looks like a guy that might.
He does like cigars.
There we go, baby. I knew there was a connection there. I liked him.
I don't know if he'll be there though.
Okay, all right.
Because he might be at his other location.
All right,
but he might swing by. I don't know.
You never know.
But Bruce Reinhardt is the owner
coax him in.
Coco's, which is where we will be.
Great food, amazing food.
Doors open at 3:30. We'll be there till 7:30-ish. And I ordered tons and tons and tons of food because I'm insane. So
state of insanity. We're both in it.
Yes. So you guys get here and
I'm trying to watch my figure. I can't. That Italian food, man.
Yeah.
You know me. Well, if it's on the plate, I can't. It's gotta eat it.
Yeah.
I'll let you make my plate. If you make my plate, I'll be good.
I'll make your plate because I know.
Yes, because if I make it.
Yes, I know what you like.
Yes.
So I'll be able to take care of that. Except I'll be running around like a crazy person. But I think we'll get there early enough, and I'll have Joshy and Paige's help, and it's going to be a good time. Yeah, and we're going to raise some money for our dear friend Crypto Mame from Michelle, and have just a great time. So and we'll be doing stuff all weekend. So we're here, and a bunch of people are here all weekend. So getting together for this and that and the other thing. So you guys get here. But doing spaces tonight.
I don't know. Should I?
Well, my Patreon voted for spaces, and so I did my first live spaces last week and streamed it for Patreon. And
Those poor people.
A couple of them, yeah, they were listening, or a couple of them watched. So they didn't watch it that night. They watched it like the next day, and they don't realize like this happened at like 10 to midnight or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I started at 7:30, and then it ended up being after
very
midnight.
Late.
It's like a full-time job.
Drinking. Yeah. But Javi always gets on there and has really good information.
Yeah, there's all kinds of people that hop in there with great information.
Blind Dave usually joins us.
Yep, he's got a lot of wealth of information to offer. Happy birthday again to Dave.
Happy birthday, Dave. We love you. And yeah, I think it was really. How late did it go last Friday? I don't remember. It was like 11
close
or
to
12.
1, I think.
Oh, I think I left before.
Yeah, I know. Like Queen Lisa left the building.
Yeah,
left the bar. I don't blame you.
That's a lot. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. So
missed out on all the good stuff, the backstage humor.
Well, I gotta let you boys have your time alone. You know?
It doesn't even matter. I say it anyway.
I'm just one of the boys.
No freaking, I know. No filter.
Oh, that's all right.
I'm pretty filtered here.
Are you?
Yeah, I keep myself pretty in check here. I try not to.
Well, you know, we have to.
It's a family show. You know, it's early.
Yes.
But after dark on Spaces, look out.
The Friday night will be a live happy hour and happy hour show, and then we'll turn the camera off, and then we'll still be there and hanging out for a few hours. Because like I said, we got the place to ourselves, and Bruce said just have a great time. But Saturday is more like the show, you know, for family. Like there might be kids
more of a
there.
Family. Yeah.
It's
You're still gonna have a bar though, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
We're good. So each can, you know, but happy hour. It's we're doing a live happy hour like we do right now. It's just we're gonna be there live. Next, I'll be sitting next to Lisa rather than talking through the camera to Lisa, and you're all going to be there.
Which is always funny because we get together. So what happens is when we see each other in person, we get together and we're like, "Oh, did you see this happen?" And then we already talked, and so and then we're like, "Hey, we're live.
Hey guys,
hi.
Anybody want to set up Litecoin wallets?
We already talked about everything."
Yeah. All right. Have a nice night. No,
you kind of have to keep it separated.
It's a good time.
Or otherwise we will just talk each other's ear off. So
yeah, go watch the old happy hours if they're still out there. I don't even know.
Of course they are.
Were they on your? Well, they're probably on Odyssey or Library.
Yeah, the early ones.
Yeah, because your channel got nixed after that. I think all those.
This is the third one. This is the number 3, lucky number 3 channel. Yeah, lucky number 3 channel. All right. I'm going to run so I can go have some dinner in between now and Spaces. Hopefully you don't start Spaces right away.
What time is it? No, I got a support call. I got to call somebody back on so that they don't get
He's got to be real serious.
Crushed this weekend.
Oh, crushed from support already. Well, maybe we'll have an event this weekend. And then Starlink will go up and we'll all be free and the fences will come down and who knows? We'll realize we've all been in the
Kraken
simulator. We've been in the Kraken.
Yep. Get your money in your possession. Get your assets in your possession. Get it there now. Do whatever you can to get that stuff out of that vampire casino. That's what you really need to do. That needs to be the focus right now. Do not count on the system giving you back what you put into it at this point. Mm-hmm. Do not do that. Get it in your own possession.
And do not call. I would recommend not calling Andy for silver right now. Like they're so busy. And Bix did a video saying like,
go get it.
Go get whatever you can get physically, but you can email Andy. He still has physical silver, but I would recommend emailing him info@milesfranklin.com. There's a link in the description. Or you can go to my website, likecoinlisa.net. And if you click on it, it'll automatically email to him. But just tell him Lisa sent you, and you'll get the weekly special or whatever he's got going on. But right now, like, they're not even able to answer phones, I don't think, because I had a friend trying to reach him, and
That tells you how busy they are. I mean, they're Silver. Bix has talked about it. Go watch him, roadtoruta.com. Most of you probably do, but if you're hearing this for the first time, go to roadtoruta.com. Find out about what's going on with silver and how undervalued of an asset it is. And this is where little people can win. The little people, just like in the Ruta comic book, the little people can win because you can get an ounce of silver for, coined by a mint for $30.
Will there be a new comic?
There's another one. It's called On a Dime, something on a Dime. What is it? You can go out and download it. I got one off eBay that I've got. I got to put it here in the bar. I got a whole wall of the scooter pictures over there.
There's a new one. The one with Glicks in it?
Yes, Glicks is in that, but it's like Just on a Dime or Born. What is it? Somebody might know in the chat. It's and it talks about the future. It's like a space, colony to where they're using money. And you think, okay, what kind of money are you going to use if you use the Space Force and travel? Well, it's not going to be cash and coins in your pocket. It's going to be digital money. So that's why things that you can get in your possession right now and front run the system where it's going. I mean, you're not going to be spending, silver coins and gold coins on Mars. You're just not going to do that. You need digital money. Watch all the sci-fi movies. It's all about transferring credits and money. But there's a comic book about that. It's got Glicks in it. Dime, something about a dime.
Something about a dime.
Something about a dime. Lisa's the only dime on this show.
You got to go. You're cut off. All right. We'll see you guys tonight on Twitter Spaces. Go join my Patreon to support the channel. Get your ticket for Oklahoma City. Join us there. Happy hours Friday night. And like I said, I ordered too much food both days, and all the food's on me. Or on Team Mighty. We're raising funds for Crypto Mame to help her in her fight for cancer. And we are just going to be celebrating life, family, freedom, and good stuff with a lot of great people, and being grateful for people like Bitcoin Ben and Kelly and the Road to Ruta and my buddy, Clint Westwood. That's joining me. All right. Love you guys.
Trust yourselves. Trust yourselves. Don't trust anybody else.